important. So in Europe, I will say you guys will get a really good scholarship opportunities. But the problem is you guys don't apply, right? Uh, there are a lot of university like countries in Europe. So I literally cannot cover all of the scholarship opportunities. But yes, there are a couple of scholarships. For example, in Germany, you can basically apply for TART scholarship, and then basically we have Erasmus scholarship as well. So all of these, like both of these are research-based scholarship. And if you are applying for masters or PhD, you can simply apply for this scholarship. And these scholarships are not really hard to get. You have to basically work on your documentation, right? Because documentation is very important part of your basically admissions, I will say, right? And profile is also very important. So it's not about the profile, it's about how you show them your profile. If you have like, let's say 7.5 or above CGPA, or maybe 7 above CGPA, you guys will get the opportunity, because there are other aspects as well of your profile. And these aspects are basically your internships and your basically your number of projects you have done, right? So, I mean, a lot of factors are there in your admissions, and you cannot literally say that I have low CGPA, I might not get the scholarship, I might not get the admission. We have a lot of cases in Europedia where basically students with very normal profile, and they are from normal universities. They all got really good scholarships, and then the admissions in top 50 universities of the world. I'm talking about Europe as well, right? So all of these factors you have to consider before choosing a specific location or specific university, right?
So
So,
Ankit sir, sorry to interrupt you here, but students are asking questions. So first question is कि exam के बिना possible है in Europe if student don't want to write IELTS or any other exam, उसके बिना possible होता है?
देखो ऐसा है कि GRE is not a mandatory exam anywhere. GRE only depends on the university and the location. So first exam is very important. That is your GRE. So GRE becomes important if university is asking. GRE is not mandatory in Europe. आई थिंक बहुत कम यूनिवर्सिटीज है जो GRE आपसे पूछेंगी, बट अदरवाइज नहीं भी स्कोर तो भी चल जाएगा. नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जाम इज IELTS एग्जाम. एंड होता क्या है IELTS एग्जाम में कि बेसिकली कई बार ये एग्जाम यूनिवर्सिटी रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, कई बार डिपार्टमेंटल होती है, कई बार वीजा प्रोसेस के लिए होती है, right? I mean, it all depends. For example, in Ireland, you don't have to write IELTS exam, but what you can do is for applying visa, you have to get the IELTS exam. Then we have Germany, right? Last year से पहले नहीं थी requirement, but अभी APS certificate लेने के पहले आपको IELTS देना पड़ेगा, right? So I think sometimes it's very optional requirement. And then होता क्या है कि कई यूनिवर्सिटीज यूरोप में क्या करती हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल नीदरलैंड्स है, डेनमार्क है, एंड देन बेसिकली वी हैव KTH and Chalmers in Sweden and Norwegian University where you can substitute your IELTS exam. If you have done your studies जहाँ पे आपने इंग्लिश का लैंग्वेज यूज किया एज अ मीडियम ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन, जो ऑलमोस्ट ऑल हर एक यूनिवर्सिटी इंडिया में करती है, राइट? Then basically what you can do is you can get a certificate from your university, right? And certificate में लिखा होना चाहिए, कई बार ट्रांसक्रिप्ट में लिखा हुआ होता है कि medium of instruction is basically English. Then you can substitute your IELTS exam with your certificate. So without exam, yes, it is possible, but कहाँ पे वो depend करता है आप लोगों पे.
So you mean to say कि there are three type of universities. कुछ universities में IELTS चाहिए ही चाहिए, कुछ में आपको इंग्लिश सर्टिफिकेट सॉरी ये सर्टिफिकेट चल जाता है जो अपनी करंट यूनिवर्सिटी से स्टूडेंट को लेना है कि माय इंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ स्टडी इज इंग्लिश, तो वहां से तुम्हारा चल जाएगा. एंड थर्ड टाइप ऑफ कैटेगरी इज कि जहाँ यूनिवर्सिटीज में आपको रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है आइल्स की, बट वीजा के लिए आपको आइल्स चाहिए, तो
Yes,
बेटर है
correct.
कि आइल्स लिख देना चाहिए. बट माई
मेरा सजेशन है.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू अंकित सर कि ब्रीफली स्टूडेंट्स को बता दो कि आइल्स कितना डिफिकल्ट एग्जाम है, कितना प्रेपरेशन टाइम लगता है जनरली स्टूडेंट्स को, सिंस यू ऑलरेडी गाइडेड सो मेनी स्टूडेंट जो मास्टर्स के लिए गए हैं बाहर, तो आइल्स में कितना का टाइम लगता है स्टूडेंट्स को?
So IELTS is not a very difficult exam. जो
हम्म.
IELTS का लेवल है वो लिटरली जो क्लास 6 7 का लेवल होता है वो होता है. right? Listening आपको बस सुन के लिखना है आंसर उसमें, and you have to work with your English skills. That's all, right? But the point is again, you guys fear IELTS exam because of cost. देखो कॉस्ट तो है ही हमेशा एक फैक्टर ना उसमें, जो एग्जामिनेशन फीस है वो तो पे करनी पड़ेगी. बट प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आप सिंपली आइल्स प्रिपेयर करो 6 to 10 days में. इवन इफ यू वांट यू कैन टेक 14 days टू प्रिपेयर फॉर आइल्स एंड गेट 7.5 बैंड्स इजीली, राइट? सो
हम्म,
एक हर एग्जाम का एक राइट अप्रोच होता है, वो आपको समझना है. आइल्स में जो राइट अप्रोच है वो है क्वेश्चन टाइप्स,
हम्म।
राइट? सो क्वेश्चन टाइप्स अगर आते हैं तो दैट इज परफेक्टली फाइन.
ओके, सो वन थिंग आई वांट टू ऐड हियर कि बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि वी आर नॉट वेरी गुड इन इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग. दिस इज द केस विद मैनी स्टूडेंट्स इन इंडिया, स्पेशली फ्रॉम नॉर्थ इंडिया और मिड इंडिया. तो आई बिलीव कि ये जो कंट्रीज होती हैं दे ऑल्सो नो कि वी आर नॉट लाइक इंग्लिश इज नॉट आवर फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज. तो इसमें जो तुम्हारा स्पीकिंग वगैरह स्कोर होता है वो बहुत ज्यादा हाई नहीं चाहिए होता है. बट यस, समटाइम्स राइटिंग और लिसनिंग स्कोर दे एवरीथिंग, like basically everything, total in total they consider each and everything your overall band. तो अगर वो 6.5 है तो तुम्हारा इन यूनिवर्सिटीज में हो जाता है. तो आइएलटीएस से ज्यादा डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. जस्ट गो एंड गिव दिस एग्जाम, डोंट वरी अबाउट कॉस्ट एंड ऑल. तो एक बार जो 15-18 थाउजेंड आपका स्पेंड होगा दैट इज वन टाइम इन्वेस्टमेंट. उसके बाद वो 2 साल के लिए वैलिड है आइएलटीएस स्कोर. And you can easily apply everywhere with that in Europe. GRE, if you are going to Europe, I would say कि GRE को आप भूल जाओ, GRE ना लिखो. जहाँ पे GRE required होता है, that universities also accept gate score also. If you have gate score, valid gate score in Germany and all, you can apply with gate score also. Okay, so next Ankit sir question है कि 1.5 year gap without work experience, is it possible to get into masters?
Also for all, I just want to explain gap year doesn't really matter because अगर ये हमारे इंडियन में थोड़ा बहुत सोचते हैं कि गैप ईयर आ गया है तो क्या करें, बट आई डोंट थिंक दैट इट्स वेरी वेरी लाइक बहुत ही बड़ा इशू है ये. सो इन यूरोप टेकिंग गैप्स इज वेरी वेरी नॉर्मल. Doesn't really matter if we have 1 year of gap, we have 2 years of gap. You can simply apply for masters anytime you want. We had a student जिसका gap year I think that was 7 years. He still got into Sweden and Germany as well, and France as well, right? So gap year doesn't really matter.
Hmm. So, okay, one other question which I want to address here, RWTH Arcane में GRE compulsory है सर automobile. तो RWTH आपको गेट स्कोर का ऑप्शन भी देता है. इफ यू वांट टू गो इन TU म्यूनिक RWTH तो आप अपना गेट स्कोर भी सबमिट कर सकते हैं वहां पे. 90 परसेंटाइल के अगर ऊपर है आपका गेट स्कोर, देन इंस्टेड ऑफ GRE यू कैन सबमिट योर गेट स्कोर. तो जर्मनी आपको ये ऑप्शन देता है. स्टिल आई वुड से कि जहाँ पे पर्टिकुलर GRE स्कोर मांगा जा रहा है, यू कैन omit दैट यूनिवर्सिटी इफ यू डोंट वांट टू राइट GRE, बिकॉज GRE में टाइम लगता है 2.5 to 3 months you have to take for preparation of GRE. GRE is bit difficult exam. IELTS is very very easy. So I would say if you are targeting European universities, don't go for GRE. Just focus on IELTS exam. And if GRE is compulsory, you can omit that university. You can choose some other university. Okay. Uh, Okay, sir. Next question which I want to address. Some student ask. Okay, there are two category of students. Okay, sir. One is they just passed their bachelor's. तो उन्होंने किसी तरीके से मतलब 70% के अराउंड ले लिया बीटेक में. But in tier 3 universities, mostly students don't have good internships and all. Is there any opportunity for them? And my next question is कि एक जो दूसरा कैटेगरी का स्टूडेंट है जिसके पास अच्छी रिसर्च अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, हाउ दे कैन टारगेट फॉर फंडेड मास्टर्स, और कैसे कॉस्ट सेविंग की जा सकती है, जो हमारा टाइटल है बेसिकली पूरी टॉक का.
So first of all, उन पे आते हैं जो tier 3 यूनिवर्सिटीज से हैं. I think basically opportunities हैं, and I have told you earlier, it's not about your CGPA, it's about your overall profile. इस वर्ल्ड में कहीं पे भी आप अप्लाई करो. अब वो ट्रेंड चेंज हो गया है जहाँ पे आपके पास CGPA ज्यादा होना चाहिए तो बेसिकली आप एलिजिबल होते हो एडमिशन के लिए. आई थिंक अगर आप नॉर्मल मिनिमम एडमिशन स्टैंडर्ड्स भी सेटिस्फाई करो देन यू स्टैंड अ चांस ऑफ गेटिंग एडमिशन, right? So I will say, it's really good thing that even though if you have like low CGPA, but still you can apply to lot of university. Just अपने profile पे हल्का सा काम करो, and you will get the opportunity as well. So in Germany, I think there are two kind of universities. There are TUs and they are basically are applied universities. जिनका CGPA कम है, they should target some TUs, low ranked TUs, and then basically you can target FUs as well. And then basically we have different kind of students जिनका research orientation होता है, mindset होता है. Then basically you should apply for good master's program such as DARD or maybe Erasmus Mundus. And then there are other kind of like 4 to 5 more programs available for research-based, more scholarships available for the research-based program. So आप लोग को वो target करनी चाहिए.
Okay, next question is, I think some students are asking ki minimum CGPA kitna required for abroad masters. So I would say here, like there are different type of masters courses in different countries. One is MS by thesis, where you have to do thesis also under some professors. तो वो जो courses होंगे वो हमेशा funded courses रहते हैं जिसमें you don't have to spend, you have to work with the professor on a research project, and they are going to pay your fee, and they are going to give you scholarships also. But that are the most prestigious courses where they expect some previous research, basically research work from your side. तो अगर आपकी internship बहुत ही अच्छी है, आपने research project किया, कोई conference paper वगैरह publish किया, तो you can go for this masters by thesis courses. Okay, so they are everywhere. Like these courses are in US, Canada, European universities, then Singapore, National University of Singapore, Australia, सब में ये courses रहते हैं. If you think you are above 70% but internship वगैरह उतनी अच्छी नहीं है, okay, तो then you have to target for masters by coursework. अगर तुम्हारा CGPA बहुत ही नीचे है, let us say 55%, 60%, then there is something called PG diploma courses, which also you can target. ये कनाडा and न्यूजीलैंड में मिलेंगे आपको PG diploma courses. These are for those students who just want to go abroad, but उनका CGPA वगैरह अच्छा नहीं है. Okay, so you can always try for PG diploma courses. And next option which you have, that is direct PhD after bachelor's. उसमें बहुत से बच्चे interested नहीं होते हैं, but some people they directly want to go for PhD. PhDs are obviously fully funded. और उसमें एक एडवांटेज रहता है कि आप डायरेक्ट पीएचडी में जैसे गए हो तो आफ्टर 2 years you can convert that PhD into masters and you can leave the university and you can get fully funded masters also. Okay, वो मिलेगा आपको अगर आप 80% से ऊपर हैं and आपकी प्रोफाइल में something like some research related things are there in your profile. अगर आपने कुछ प्रोजेक्ट किया है तो and all, then you can go for direct PhD. Direct PhD is not available in Europe. It is available only in Canada, USA, and National
Australia.
University of Singapore, Australia. But Europe में ऐसा trend नहीं है. Okay. So Ankit sir, next question. I think हाउ टू शॉर्टलिस्ट यूनिवर्सिटीज. तो इंडिया में अंकित सर एक बहुत ही सबके दिमाग में होता है कि इफ यू आर फ्रॉम IIT NIT you will get all the jobs, you will get very good scholarships, quality of study is very good. But जब हम जर्मनी में जाते हैं या फिर यूके में जा रहे हैं, नॉर्वे में जा रहे हैं, आई थिंक अकॉर्डिंग टू माय एक्सपीरियंस रैंकिंग डजंट मैटर इन दीज कंट्रीज बेसिकली, कि आपको रैंकिंग वाइज यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं सिलेक्ट करनी है. Always you have to check according to industrial hub. So can you explain like how to shortlist the university for masters?
Yeah, exactly. So I think I've talked briefly about that how you guys can basically shortlist to universities. As I mentioned, there are a lot of factors. Right? Some students go for location, some students they go for tuition fees, some students they go for course curriculum, some students they go for basically the location, right? बट पॉइंट सिर्फ सेम है कि आपको बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है. एज अ मास्टर स्टूडेंट्स, you guys, what you guys are looking for, you guys are looking for job, or maybe if you want to migrate, that's your preference. So अगर आपके ये दो पॉइंट्स हैं राइट माइंड पे, then how you can simply shorten university? Then basically you have to look for the relevant factors. First relevant factor is basically your location, because again अगर आपका यूनिवर्सिटी जो है वो बेसिकली इंडस्ट्रियल हब के बिल्कुल पास है, then you will get really good opportunities. The first hand opportunities to do internships, to apply for jobs, and all of these kind of stuff, right? And then basically अगर आपके पास आपको ट्यूशन फीस ज्यादा नहीं देना है, तो basically you will use something like tuition fees factor, right? So tuition fees कितनी है, scholarship में कितना जाएगा, and all of these kind of things. And then basically, if you want to migrate, then you will look for stay back of that year, right? Or duration of course program, take 1 year versus 2 years of masters. So things are like that. It's not that complex, right? So I mean, these are the factors which you have to basically consider before shortlisting the university. So keep it simple and keep it relevant to your aim. That's what I will say.
Mm. Okay. I'll go to next question. Next question is regarding what is the right time to apply for APS certificate for the upcoming admission cycle in Germany?
Yeah, so I think APS abhi just last year he introduced why, and APS is nothing. If I have to tell you, it's just document verification done by German embassy, right? And the first requirement is your IELTS exam. Without IELTS exam, you cannot apply for APS, and without APS, you cannot apply for VPD or basically to the universities, right? And I have met a lot of students जिनके पास APS नहीं था, and they have to delay their intake or they have to go to the Germany, during the semester, I will say. So the right approach is basically you have to plan your admission. Now there are two deadlines in Germany. I will just talk about the normal deadlines. The first is basically 15 January, right? Fall semester के लिए, and then basically we have 15 July for basically winter semester, right? So I think आपको पता होना चाहिए कि जो total एक टाइम सेट होता है अब कहीं भी अप्लाई करने का, वो होता है 8 months to maybe 6 months to 8 months or maybe 8 months to 1 year, राइट? सो बेस्ट चीज यही है कि आप बेसिकली अगर मान लो 15 जनवरी वाला डेडलाइन टारगेट कर रहे हो, सो आई थिंक अक्टूबर तक आपका पूरा सेटल हो जाना चाहिए कि बेसिकली कहाँ पे अप्लाई करना है, कैसे अप्लाई करना है, all of these things, right? So I think you should start your admission process from up to October, November, December. Yeah, it's just an
Okay.
example. Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking one question from YouTube. So YouTube, Abhijit Rajput is asking how to get fully funded PG in electrical engineering. Currently studying first year in MTech Power System from NIT Trichy, BTech 7.4. Experience 3 years in IT. So, Abhijit, first of all, I'm not very clear, like you are talking about the fully funded PhD or fully funded masters, because you are already doing masters. I suggest if you're already doing masters from NIT Trichy, then you should go for PhD. One thing you have to do, get a good CGPA in basically your MTech, publish 1 or 2 paper, and then for PhD procedure is different. You have to send lot of emails to different professors. You will get some replies, and after that replies, you have to apply in those universities in which you can get fully funded PhD. Okay. Again, Ankit sir, next question for you. Please explain about Commonwealth Scholarship, also as form is available. So can you
Yeah.
briefly explain? Yeah.
सो कॉमनवेल्थ स्कॉलरशिप आपको मिलता था स्टार्टिंग में, जब 2 से 3 साल पहले वो बेसिकली इट वाज ओपन फॉर मास्टर्स एंड पीएचडी एज वेल. एंड देन ईच एंड एवरी ईयर दे बेसिकली इवैल्यूएट कि अभी इंडिया का स्टेटस क्या है, वो बेसिकली उस कैटेगरी में फॉल करता है कि नहीं करता है. सो दे डिसाइडेड फॉर दिस ईयर कि बेसिकली पीएचडी में आप लोग को नहीं मिलेगा, बट यस फॉर मास्टर्स यू हैव टू हैव कॉमनवेल्थ स्कॉलरशिप, राइट? And if you want to apply for Commonwealth Scholarship, then basically you need offer letter. So before applying to Commonwealth Scholarship, you need admission in masters in any of the UK universities. And then basically they have basically in India Commonwealth Scholarship is being handled by the Ministry of Human Resource and Development, I think, right? So they have their own factor to give you the scholarship. जिसमें से first thing which you have to take care of is basically university ranking, right? So they have this ranking slot, like if your university fall within top 10, top 20, top 30, top 40, then you will get this much amount of score, right? So they do have this scoring system. So I mean, yes, you can apply for Commonwealth Scholarship, If you have a really good profile, that would be really, really good. But getting admitted to really prestigious UK university, let's say top 10, top 20, would really help you out with the Commonwealth Scholarship, right? So you can apply, notifications are out, right? And then basically, I think it will be somewhere in the last month of October or in the first week of November. I'm talking about the deadlines, right? So yes, you can definitely apply for that scholarship.
Okay, next, Ankit, I want to discuss with you about Erasmus Mundus Scholarship. I think recently one of your student, Raghavendra, got Erasmus Mundus Scholarship, and along with him, he was mentioning there are 174 other students who got Erasmus Mundus Scholarship. So can you briefly tell students like what are the requirements, what is the deadline? I think deadline is in January, but what are the requirements? Like how Raghavendra made up to this Erasmus Mundus Scholarship? So can you briefly explain?
Yeah, so first of all, if you guys want to know about Erasmus Mundus Scholarship, it is very prestigious and it is very, very, a reputed scholarship, which will cover everything, right? From your relocation stuff to basically your rents and everything, right? And tuition fees as well. So this is not a very, very a scholarship which is really very hard to get. You all can apply because each and every year around 170 to 200 students from India, they actually get Erasmus Mundus scholarship. Even though if you're from NITs, IITs, or basically any third tier university in India, you can simply apply for this scholarship. And उसके लिए क्या होता है कि इनकी basically they do have their own website, right? So उस website में they have program catalogs. So you have to go there, search for your website. I'm sorry, your about your program, and then read out the instructions, right? And then basically जो admission process है, it is very much similar to the normal universities. You prepare documents, you settle out your examination scores, and then you simply apply, right? But कुछ technicalities हैं जो आपको समझ में आनी चाहिए. The first thing is basically your master's program will be distributed within 2 to 3 universities and maybe in 2 to 3 countries, right? So this is basically a very joint type of program जहाँ पे आपकी जो रिसर्च होती है वो भी बहुत इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी होती है. You will not see anything like that okay, we are offering you masters in computer science or kind of things, right? So these are basically project based master's program जहाँ पे आप project करने जा रहे हैं and you can see the eligibility is basically might be for a project. Applications from CS background, from electrical background, from IT background, from mechanical background will be invited. So first thing is बहुत ही joint type का basically program है ये, and जो research का nature है वो बहुत ही interdisciplinary है, right? And then as I mentioned that there is one parent university. Let's say if your parent university is in Spain, and then there will be affiliated universities. Your affiliated universities might be in basically your other EU countries, for example Norway, maybe Germany, maybe Denmark. And then basically again जो मेरा experience बोलता है राघवेंद्र के साथ, his profile is competitive. It's not that competitive, I would say. Like I think around 8 CGPA था, two to three internships थी उसके पास, and 2 to 3 projects. And I don't think उसके पास कोई research publication था, right? So I think ये ऐसा profile तो आप सबके पास ही होगा. So I think you all should apply definitely.
So my advice to all the students, so जब हम इंडिया में होते हैं sometimes we think कि we don't have very good profile, but actually सबका profile all over the world ऐसा ही होता है, and Indian education system is very competitive. I would say कि आपको अप्लाई करना चाहिए इन टाइप की scholarships में, like Commonwealth, Erasmus Mundus, and there are a lot other scholarships also. So if you want to know more about these scholarships and all from Ankit sir, because in this session it is not possible to cover each and every scholarship. So up Google form always you can fill and you can talk to Ankit sir in one-on-one free session. So it is always free. You can just fill that form and you can basically talk to Ankit sir later on. Ankit sir, my next question is very, very important, which I think most of the students have there in their mind. तो एक बार एडमिशन अगर हो जाता है वहां पे, तो एक तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल स्टूडेंट्स की लाइफ कैसी है यहाँ पे, एंड आफ्टर दैट की उनकी सैलरीज किस तरीके की लगती हैं उसके बाद। अगर लेट अस से कि आई एम वर्किंग इन कोर मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, तो मेरी सैलरीज क्या होंगी। इफ आई एम वर्किंग इन डेटा साइंस, मशीन लर्निंग, आईटी साइड, देन मेरी सैलरीज क्या होंगी। एंड ये जो एजुकेशन लोन स्टूडेंट्स लेते हैं जनरली, इसको पे करना कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है आफ्टर दैट।
Yeah, so first of all, we will talk about quality of life. So again, expect hardships because again, you're going to a different country and start your own. It's just like starting a new life, right? So expect some hardships, and then basically you will learn very important skills. First of all, is time management because again, आप maybe part time कर रहे हो या maybe basically focus कर रहे हो अपने education के ऊपर. So that's your personal preferences, right? And then basically if you're going to Europe you will be learning new languages, so you have to devote time to that as well, right? So yeah, I mean like regarding quality of life is here, right? ये एक fact है, ये quality of life है यहाँ पे. And then basically I think all of these stuff, right, standard stuff which you can expect like hardship and everything, right? And then basically regarding your salaries, I will say it depends on your skills, and if you have work experience it will really help you out. So I think first चीज आपको जो mindset बना के आना है फॉरेन में, कहीं पे भी जा रहे हो, किसी भी कंट्री में जा रहे हो, that should be that you have to gain knowledge and skills as compared to university. So अभी जस्ट राहुल हम लोगों ने एक पॉइंट डिस्कस किया था कि यूनिवर्सिटी रैंकिंग मैटर नहीं करती. वो क्यों मैटर नहीं करती है? क्योंकि एम्प्लॉयर का माइंडसेट यहाँ पे टोटली डिफरेंट देन व्हाट वी हैव इन इंडिया. In India, if you are from top universities, reputed universities, you might get the job, right? It depends on your interview, but still you stand a chance of getting interview. But foreign में कैसा होता है कि basically uh, the employers they look for your skills and basically your work experience. If you have work experience, that's perfectly fine. If you don't work experience, that is also fine. क्यों बोल रहा हूँ मैं? क्योंकि जो हमारे साथ कई सारे स्टूडेंट्स ज्वाइन थे, I think they went to US or somewhere, they got really good internships. So internship opportunities are always there for you if you want to gain work experience. And then you have to develop skills are very important in for. And yeah, I mean like जनरल ट्रेंड तो भी ये बोल रहा है राहुल सर कि बेसिकली अगर आपके पास CS का बैकग्राउंड है, so I think in Germany you should expect somewhere around 45 to 50, maybe 55, right? Starting salary IT में. And if you're from non-IT background, then you have to struggle a little bit, maybe 35, 40, 45. So I think ये अभी यूरोप में जनरल ट्रेंड है. एंड आई थिंक बहुत सारी कंट्रीज हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल यूएस, आप जान ही रहोगे यूएस में अराउंड 100K, मे बी 90K starting salary, maybe 80K of CS, and then basically mechanical is all about 70 to 80 per annum, right? Yeah, so same trend in Canada as well.
Okay, so Ankit, next question from one of the student. If I don't have good research paper, then but I have good gate score, then will it make me eligible to get masters by thesis?
Yeah,
So yeah, can you explain this thing?
so the point is again, I think we have already discussed this point, right? If you have gate score and your gate score is above 90 percentile, mind that 90 percentile is very minimum admission standard. So if you have more, let's say if in your case you're saying it is good, so I'm expecting somewhere around 98 to 97 percentile. If you have this much gate score, you can go to Germany, right? I mean German universities, they do accept gate score. Not all of them, not all the departments, but few of them, yes, they do accept it, right? So you can simply apply with the help of a gate score अगर आपका gate score competitive है.
Okay, sir, next question. This is not from a student, this is just my question. If let us say I have some backlogs in my bachelor's, okay, and by somehow I'm not able to get 70% in my bachelor's. Let us say my CGPA is 65%. Is there anything in Germany or any other European country for me in masters?
Yes, I think so, because I think in Germany, as I mentioned, that you have TUs which are competitive, and then you have FUs which are called as applied universities in Germany, right? So applied universities, they don't focus a lot of on your CGPA. So I think you do stand a chance in Germany if you have, let's say, somewhere around 65%. Yes, so I
Mhm.
think you can apply to FUs and some of the TUs as well.
Mm. Then the other categories, like I'm a very good student. I have a CGPA of more than 7.5, or I would say 8, more than 8 I have. I have one or two research paper also, let us say conference paper. Okay. Then what should I target? Basically, how should I make my career? Should I go for PhD or should I go for masters that is fully funded?
Yeah. So I think, it all depends. If you have 8 plus CGPA and if you have really good research publications, so you have already got the taste of research, like research कैसी होती है, क्या करनी पड़ती है, right? करने के लिए क्या mindset चाहिए. You all know these kind of things. So it all depends on you. You can simply apply for direct PhD as well. But yes, I think जो हमारे पास राहुल सर 8 plus CGPA का प्रोफाइल के स्टूडेंट्स थे, they have
Mhm.
gone to really really good universities. I remember one case. His his name was Rohan Kadu, right? He's from MIT Pune. He got, I think, CGPA of 7.96. But उसका जो बाकी प्रोफाइल था, उसने बहुत ही बैलेंस आउट कर दिया था उसके कम CGPA को. So he got like 5 internships, 5 projects, and I think 1 publications. And he was basically asking me like where I should apply in Europe. He was only targeting Europe. So I said, you have really good profile, even though you have less CGPA, but I trust your overall profile. So the point is, I told him that you should apply to all the top universities in Europe, right? He applied to KTH, Chalmers, NTNU. He applied to UK universities. He applied to, I think, a Netherlands university as well, TU Delft as well, right? And guess what? He applied to like 10 universities, 10 to 11 universities, and usko har ek mein se aa gaya tha, right? And right
Mhm.
now he is doing his master's in electrical engineering from TU Delft.
Mhm. Yeah,
So I
this is
think
my
जितना CGPA
observation
है,
also.
simply
कि
apply करो. Yeah.
Hmm. Indian education system is very competitive. If you are on upper side, like 75 to 80%, try in the top ranking universities if you want to go. So you can easily get, like Rohan Kadu, he easily got. And I think Ankit sir, he is the student who got internship recently in Apple, right?
No, basically जो student था वो अत्री था,
Okay.
जिसको Apple में भी internship लगा है. And then we
Hmm.
have one more guitar tha also got I think internship somewhere.
Hmm. So this is the advantage of doing masters from abroad. अगर इंडिया से let us say तुम IIT से भी करते हो तो you don't get internship opportunities because ये culture नहीं है इंडिया में कि internships के लिए जाना है. And I think Atri is one of the Ankit sir student who has decent profile, but he's not like very smart IIT. He's from normal college. He got University of South California in USA, and recently he told like he got internship in Apple. And I'm very sure if you got internship in Apple later on, he will get pre-placement offer also from the Apple. So this is how like it transform your career. I would say if you have little bit temperament about abroad, yes, target those universities, target very well, and I think you can get very good career after that. Okay, so Ankit sir, next question I think is very relevant to Arham Ali Khan. So he's saying I'm in seventh semester right now. What are the next step if I because he's going to graduate in July August 2024. So what are the next step if he wants to go in Germany or any other European
Yeah.
country for masters? Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you are in your 6th or 7th semester, I think that would be a really good time to prepare for your application. The first thing which you have to do is, of course, get some awareness कि जर्मनी में एडमिशन क्राइटेरिया क्या है, कौन कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटीज है, पब्लिक वर्सेस प्राइवेट, कहाँ पे ट्यूशन फीस लगती है, कहाँ पे नहीं लगती है, राइट? एंड देन बेसिकली द नेक्स्ट थिंग व्हिच आई हैव टू डू इज टू सेटिस्फाई द मिनिमम एडमिशन क्राइटेरिया. अगर आपका प्रोफाइल, आई थिंक, 10 to 20% ऊपर है एडमिशन, मिनिमम एडमिशन क्राइटेरिया से, सो यू स्टैंड अ चांस, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. हर एक जगह ऐसा ही है, राइट? And then basically focus on examination. In Germany there are a lot of steps which you have to take care of. So first thing is basically, अगर आपके पास IELTS score आ चुका है, then you have to apply for APS, then you have to apply for VPD, and then basically you have to apply for the programs, right? This is basically talking about those universities which accept your application from APS, Unisys. Really sorry for that. Yeah. And then basically कई सारी universities ऐसी हैं जैसे for example we have KTU, right? They have their own portal, right? So you can apply straightforwardly to their portal as well. You don't have to go through VPD or Unisys. Just get your APS done, and then basically you can apply to their portal, right? So in Germany there are 2 3 kind of universities. First one is basically जिनके खुद के portals हैं. Second one is basically they ask you to apply through Unisys, and the third one is they ask you to apply to their portal as well as from Unisys as well, right? So I think admissions explain करना इसलिए मुश्किल रहा होता है क्योंकि बहुत सारी universities हैं and उन सबके अपने criteria हैं. Yeah. So
But I
in
think
nutshell, just take care
Mhm.
of these things.
in Germany, it is like two-step procedure: APS, then Unisys, then actual university applying. But other countries, it is very straightforward, right? Like you can just
Yes.
come and you can just apply. And Ankit sir, one simple direct question, which I think most students have. If I have some sort of profile, I want to go abroad. Okay, no matter like whether I'm getting funded or whether I'm getting non-funded position, but I want to go abroad.
Mhm.
Uh, what are the chances? Like there is a 100% selection chances for me. Like I have some profile, I have 72% in my bachelor's. So can you say like I have 100% selection chances in European universities for my master selection?
I think you have 100% selection chances anywhere in this world.
Okay.
72% is decent. You know, the first thing which you have, if you have any doubt about your CGPA, is to convert your grades, Indian grades,
Mm,
into the relevant system there, right?
mm,
So I think 70% translates to somewhere around 2.6, 2.5 in German equivalency, and in USA, I think it's more than 3, I guess, right? In Canada is also somewhere around 3 to 3.2, I think. Yeah. So I think you stand a chance everywhere in this world, right? So
mm.
it's, as I mentioned, it's less about CGPA, but more about your overall profile.
Okay. So like what are the role of documents if I have to write technical essays or SOPs, my IELTS score, does this have role or
Yes.
yeah.
Very honest, yes. I think if you have good numbers, Rahul sir, if let's say आपका
Mm,
CGPA बहुत अच्छा है, 2 publications हैं, and then
mm,
basically you have 4 internships. These are all numbers. You have like
mm,
8 IELTS band, right? 300 GRE score. These are all numbers. So होता
mm.
क्या है कि once you get filtered out to next level, right? Next stage,
Mm.
they look
Okay.
for your documents. They look,
Mm,
actually read your documents, right? So
mhm.
as a master students or PhD students, doesn't really matter. Your focus should be on CV. CV is very very important, because
So
as a master students, इनको chance नहीं मिलेगा interview के लिए. They only have one chance to explain everything about their profile, and they can
mm.
do it through their CV.
So
Yeah.
here Ankit sir is committing like he will assure 100% selection chance for you. You can always come to him. If you want to talk to Ankit sir, you can always fill the Google form. But this is my personal belief also. If you want to go for masters, selection chances are very, very high. Never underestimate your profile. I know in India, many students are basically putting a lot of effort for GATE and still they don't get IITs, NITs. But in abroad scenario is different. Lot of universities, thousands of universities, you will definitely get very, very good university with any of the credential. And here studies are comparatively very easier than India. India is very competitive country basically in education because we are so populated. But in US, I observe in US, there are very normal profile students who are getting very, very good universities. Similarly in Canada and other European countries. So you can always target these. So I think now we have 5-10 minutes left. So Ankit sir, I will take selective questions. Some students is saying like I want to discuss my CV with Ankit sir. So there is a Google form in the description of YouTube live session. So you can always fill that. So Ankit, one by one, our executive will call you and she will connect you with the Ankit sir. Okay. Uh, are there any website or database where can easily find all the scholarship requirement at one place? Do we have to apply for scholarship once we get admit from university, and how to apply for the scholarship? What are the requirements? So one thing I want to add here about scholarships. So somehow, if by any chance you're not getting scholarships like Erasmus Mundus, DARD, something like that, so don't worry. What happens? What master students are doing generally? They join some university. They came here one semester, they don't have any sort of scholarship. From the very second semester, they talk to the department, they talk to the professors, and they will go for TA ship or RA ship. So in USA, what happened in TA ship and RA ship, I am not sure about Europe, but in USA, I can tell you, if you're getting TA ship and RA ship, your tuition fee is waived off and you will get monthly $2,000 or $3,000 stipend. So this is the another way of getting a scholarship. If in the very first semester, in the very beginning, you're not getting the scholarship, but later on you can avail scholarship once you join the university. So this is another way of getting scholarship. So now, Ankit sir, to you, is there any website where a student can find scholarship, or do they have to apply once they get the admission, or before admission?
I think there are some standard websites. For example, Erasmus has its own website where you can just go and search for your program, search through program catalog, and then basically we have scholarship websites for let's say the DARD. Again, you have to look for it, and then again, some third party websites which I wouldn't trust a lot. For example, we have mastersportal.com, things like that, but I wouldn't trust them because again, it's a third party website, right? So I will say just simply go to university webpage and look out for the relevant scholarship there,
Hmm.
unless and until it is reputed third party scholarship. For example, we have Chevening, we have Commonwealth Scholarship, right? And we have Erasmus Mundus, we have um, other scholarships, I would say.
Okay, so next question, what if I complete masters from Germany and come back to India? So this is, I think, very relevant question from Kunal. Kunal, I experienced this thing. So I worked in Caterpillar for 3 years after doing my masters from IIT Kanpur. तो इसमें क्या होता है कि when you do your degree from abroad and you come back to India, you will be treated like an IITian, no matter कि abroad में आपने किस यूनिवर्सिटी से की है. So, for example, in Caterpillar, I see many students who did their masters from, let us say, IIT Chicago. I never heard of this university and it doesn't stand anywhere in the ranking. But when they come back to India, they will be treated like us. We are coming from IITs, they are coming from USA. So they will give equal weightage. So, yes, you can always join corporates in India. Indian corporates have different type of job roles than basically these German corporates or US or Canadian corporates. So job roles are different, but you will be treated like an IITian. So once IIT people graduated, how they are treated, how much packages they got, you will be treated like same if you are going back to India. Okay. Will non-tech work experience hinder my chances for masters in technical field? uh, if you're going for masters, generally they don't care कि आप नॉन कोर से आ रहे हो या कोर से आ रहे हो. What matters कि आपने 2 साल वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, आपके पास 2 साल का वर्क एक्सपीरियंस है. दैट हैज सम वेटेज इन योर प्रोफाइल. तो तुम्हारी प्रोफाइल आउट ऑफ 100 इवेल्युएट होती है. सो उस 100 में आपका सीवी चेक होता है, आपकी एसओपी या फिर टेक्निकल ऐसे जो भी आप लिखते हो उसकी राइटिंग स्किल चेक होती हैं, previous internships, your CGPA, your IELTS score, everything has some weightage. तो इस तरीके से तुम्हारी profile, and if you have work experience of 2 years, then it is equivalent to work 2 years in non-tech. It is equivalent to work experience in tech. Okay, unless कि आप job में एक रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिश करते हैं तो उसकी एक अलग वेटेज रहती है, बट अदरवाइज बोथ आर सेम. ओके. Can MTech improve my chances for MS admission? So yes, Ankit sir, this is a case of double masters. So what do you think कि अगर MTech है दोबारा MS के लिए जा रहे हैं abroad, is it helpful? Do you recommend that, or you recommend for PhD only?
I think it depends on you, right? If you want to go for masters again, आप बोल रहे हो तब बोल रहे हो जब आपने I think you have like thought about it. You obviously have given thought about it. That's why you are saying that you want to go for double masters. I think it is possible, right? You can go for double masters. But the thing is, again, choose a university and country wisely. I can say that in Canada, you can always go for double masters. We have cases in Europedia where a student from, I think, Thapar University, he recently got his admission in no, not recently, I think 1 year back he got his admission in Dalhousie University, which is really good university. And on top of it, he got TA opportunities as well. And he wanted to basically change his field from mechanical to supply chain, right? So you can see here that you can do this kind of things. You can basically switch to another master's program of different field, right? But you cannot apply for master's program in the same field. For example, if you are from mechanical engineering, you cannot apply for mechanical engineering, right? But if you're from mechanical engineering, if you want to apply for, let's say, supply chain, or if you want to go for some master of management programs, yes, you can do it, and you can get scholarship as well.
Mm. Okay, so yeah, I think we come to an end. So in the end, I just want to say, if you want to know about scholarships and all, we are going to post these videos on our YouTube channel. You can follow us like Yourpedia Global on YouTube. And we have our website also. If you want to talk to Ankit sir, you can go to our website, yourpediaglobal.com. And there is a Google form in the very beginning on the homepage. You can just fill that Google form with your name and some information. Our executive will connect you to Ankit sir. Okay. And other thing is, this process may seem very complicated to you, but if you know exactly what to do, if you're taking help of someone or Ankit sir, someone like Ankit sir, it is very simple. You just have to take your document, you have to send it somewhere. This is very simple. It will take 15-20 days. Then again, they will send you back. You have to apply to the university, how to shortlist university and all. That is, Ankit sir will tell you. And I would say it is very simple. When you're sitting in India, you don't have any idea. It seems very complicated to you, but yeah, it is always good to take help of someone like Ankit sir. And if you want to talk, you can always connect us with, through the Google form, or our executive number is also there. If you can see on YouTube, our executive is posting her number, so you can always connect us. So Arham Ali, if you have any question, I will take one last question from you because we have still 2 minutes. So you can unmute and you can ask your question.
Oh, thank you, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask that can I apply in summer semester? I am currently in 7th semester, but I want to apply for masters. But you know that TUM is going to introduce fees in the upcoming winter semester, so I am thinking to apply in the summer semester. Is it possible for me to apply?
So Ankit sir, is it possible for him to apply in summer semester?
Uh, yes, I think you should apply if there is time, right? What's the deadline of TUM? I have to check basically.
Sir, I think in November, first week of November till first week.
November 1st week, right? November 1st week. November 1st week deadline. Did you write your IELTS exam?
No, sir, no, not. But sir, TUM accept MOI.
I know. Yeah. So you will get conditional offer letter, right? Yeah, you should apply and take the conditional offer letter, and then you can keep satisfying the conditions, right? But yeah, mind it that you will be allowed visa only if you
Yeah.
have confirm offer letter. They will not give you visa
Mm.
with conditional offer letter, right?
So I think he can
Is
write once he get the conditional offer letter.
Yeah,
You can
exactly,
spend
exactly.
some time on IELTS,
Yeah.
and IELTS is not very difficult exam. Like you can prepare for it
Just
in
have
week
to.
or for 2 weeks.
Yeah, in Europe, the general IELTS requirement is, I think, 6 bands. So 6 bands is nothing. You can go tomorrow and get 6 bands, right? So
sir, my main doubt is that my graduation is not completed. If I get admission in summer semester, the classes will start in April.
yeah.
But still, I am in
So when
the
will you
final
graduate?
semester, eighth semester.
8th semester. So when will the results be out?
Sir, around July,
Around July.
June,
The
July.
classes will start in April, right?
Yes, sir.
You don't have any. You will not be having any transcript of final semester as well.
No, sir. Till April, I will have my 7th semester transcripts with me.
Oh, that's a little bit complicated. I think
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
enrolled with us, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you enrolled with us?
No, not now, sir.
So,
Not now.
Arham Ali, like you can connect with
So
our executive
yeah,
and
exactly.
she will connect you with Ankit sir. You can discuss in detail because I think it
Exactly.
seems complicated and it will take time for discussion. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, yeah,
Thank you, sir.
once again, so some students are asking our name. So my name is Rahul and I am doing PhD in Rutgers University, USA. So if you want to connect with me, you can find me on LinkedIn. So you can search Rahul Sharma Rutgers. My name will pop up. And with me, Ankit sir is here. So Ankit sir completed his master's from Windsor University, Canada. So you can also connect with him on LinkedIn. So you can search Ankit Gupta, Windsor. So you can connect with us and you can ask questions. So thank you very much for joining this session. We are coming again with these type of sessions because I think
Hello,
you
Rahul, sir.
guys, yes.
Sir, actually, just before this session, you
Mhm.
was talking regarding some MOI conditional letter. So I just wanted to know that university name that you are specifying. Uh,
Come again, I don't understand your question.
I wanted to ask you was explaining about one university which gets closed in first week of November, which
Uh,
selects the conditional letter. So
that is
what
TU
was the
Munich.
university name?
TU Munich.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, to join this session. We will meet again next week. We are going to conduct different sessions for different countries. So maybe next time we will conduct one session for USA, then in Canada, and you will get to know about each and every country very well, like how masters work over here. Okay. So thank you very much joining this session. Have a great night, and we wish you all the very